Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna be on the fourth leg of my West African tour. I'm gonna be moving from Lomé in Togo to Cotonou in Benin. Benin was by far my favorite West African country, and you're gonna see why. It's a very beautiful country. From Togo to Benin, we used a private taxi. The only problem is that you have to wait for the taxi to get full, because in as much as it's a private taxi, you have to, unless you're hiring the entire car, you have to wait for other passengers to come and board with you guys. Cotonou is a proper bike city. Took a bike from Cotonou to our Airbnb. Our Airbnb was also a few meters from the beach, and it was really nice. We booked it last minute because we were just saying, like, there is no way you're gonna miss a booking in Benin. Like, not everyone is going to Benin for Christmas, so it was last minute, and we got a very beautiful apartment, and our host was also nice. Yeah. Another problem we had, just like in the other countries, was that we needed cash. The host insisted on us paying upfront, so we had to find an ATM because we don't have Momo. They call it Momo. Momo is their mobile money app, which we didn't have, so we needed to find an ATM and withdraw cash and pay for our Airbnb upfront in the late hours of the night. But it wasn't a problem because the guy was willing to take us. We were being hosted above a liquor store, and it was a really big liquor store. They seemed like wine collectors, so they had all sorts of wines from different parts of the world. They had a lot of alcohol that was not as overpriced as I thought it would be. And I had a chat with the owner of the place. He said that it was a bit chilled, which was very weird because it was on Christmas Eve and the place wasn't full at all, and there were no people buying alcohol or anything. The next day, we went to find some food at a really cute restaurant. The ladies there were really nice. It was a fully female-owned business that we found on TikTok. I think that's the power of TikTok. Like, we were just moving through. We didn't have a solid itinerary per se, so we were just searching things as we went. And this is a restaurant that we found recommended on TikTok. Tried it, and it was really nice. From there, we went to, they call it the Venice of Africa. It's like a floating village. On the way there, we used a taxi, but we could see so many bikes, and it was really interesting because you could see even women riding the bikes with full-on kitenges. I don't know what the English word for kitenge would be, but it's the actual name, African name in Kenya that we use. Yeah, so that was interesting to see. We got to Ganzi. They were a bit pricey in negotiating prices, considering a language barrier. We needed to find an English translator because I couldn't understand what the guys were saying. And the first taxi guy took us to a wrong location, so we had to pay him extra to take us to the actual place where we can get a boat. And then we get there, they tell us that the village is mostly preserved for the residents of the village. So if you want to visit, you need to charter the entire boat and wait for other tourists to come and charter with you. So I just boarded, asked the guy if it's possible for us to get the boat just for photos and to have a little sail just close to the bank, close to the river bank here. So we didn't really get to the village itself, but you could see it from where we were standing. But the reason it's called a floating village, the Venice of Africa, it's because everything is built on water. So it's like a self-sufficient village on water. After that, we came back to Cotonou, and right opposite our Airbnb, there was a hotel where people were going for Christmas. The service was really slow considering it was Christmas Day, and I was expecting people to be bashing like from morning to evening, but it was really chilled. We went to the beach, spent the better part of the evening at the beach. We ordered for I remember ordering for shawarma. The shawarma was really good, but it's kind of messed my stomach. But anyway, and they also didn't have alcoholic drinks, so we just had juice, and that was it for that day.
Try to tell lies, now I could spell them out if I still tried. Cause I don't care, as long as you're there. As long as you're there. Baby, we can do this all night. Keep on second guessing our love, oh love. I don't really care if you don't mind. Baby, we can do this all night. We can do it all night. We can do it all night. Baby, won't you hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Guess we're pioneers, roaming around the atmosphere. I hate when you're not near, drifting away, drifting away. Keep missing you the days that you don't see me, like searching for a heart inside of my sheet. Sitting here forever, won't you hold me? Now won't you hold me? Oh, cause baby I try to tell lies. Now I could spell them out if I still tried. Cause I don't care, as long as you're there. As long as you're there.
Girls' night out. Merry Christmas. In the evening, we decided to go to the club. Also searched on TikTok the most recommended club in Cotonou, and people recommended Makumba. Makumba is a nightclub in the heart of Cotonou. When we went there, I think the one piece of information that I didn't have going to West Africa was that in West Africa, people start clubbing later into the night, like way later into the night. So us getting there by like 11 p.m. was too early, because we got there and people were just smoking shisha and the inside of the club was empty. And we've already dressed up. It's Christmas Eve. We're not gonna go back to our Airbnb, so the best we can do is drink and vibe to the music, and that's exactly what we did. We had different DJs coming in and out of their sessions. And surprisingly, we had some Kenyan music playing, which was really a really good vibe to be in. And then people started flocking in at like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. and by that time we were just tired. Yeah, but the club was fun later into the night. Danced the night away, and then of course getting some food after clubbing. And in this same restaurant outside the club, they were playing Kenyan music. Man, Kenyan music to the world. My heart, your waist. Oh, then we went back home. Going back home, we didn't have, as you may recall, I didn't have an internet connection, which was also the same case in Benin. So we had to get bikes. At least this one's had bikes everywhere, so you can get a bike to wherever you're going and at whatever time of night. So we took a bike from the club to back to our Airbnb. The next day was Christmas Day, and this next part is the reason I probably considered Benin to be the most beautiful country I've ever been to. Like, it was just beautiful and pretty to look at and very clean. When we woke up, we decided to go to the statue. The statue is called the Amazon statue. It's like 30 meters tall, which is about 98 feet. Yeah, 98 feet. It's a statue in Cotonou. I think it was unveiled in 2022. And it's made of bronze. It's dedicated to the Dahomey Amazons, which was an all-female military regiment. So it's situated on the Boulevard de la Marina in Cotonou. It's really tall, but very catchy. Like, you can't pass by without noticing it. And then there was also the longest graffiti mural. I don't know if it's in Africa or in the world. I don't know. I'm not sure. It was mesmerizing. Like, I think the videos don't do it justice. It's just really colorful, really beautiful, and you can feel the African beauty, the African spirit in it. It was really nice walking through this. I felt like I was in Wakanda. You know, when we were watching Wakanda Forever, and then in the theaters, then all the stars by SZA and Kendrick Lamar start playing. That's what I was feeling like walking through this wall. After that, we wanted to go to a mall, but most of the malls were closed for the holidays. So we ended up just finding a nice restaurant / hotel. It's called Ibis. It's in the heart of Cotonou, just a few meters from the hotel. The good thing is that, not from the hotel, from the mural. The good thing was that the statue and the mural are not far from each other, like it's a walking distance. And then we also walked to Ibis Hotel, which is not so far from it. The only problem is the sun. The heat was scorching hot. But we made it. Went to Ibis. It's also, I think it's a multinational hotel, and it was packed for Christmas, but the service was good. Had a glass of wine and some food before going back home. We managed to get the sunset. Got the sunset. It was really beautiful. And then the waiter who was serving me was actually Nigerian. I feel like anywhere you go and meet a Nigerian, you're just gonna be sorted. Because I remember trying to pay by card and they didn't have network on their POS. So I was trying to tell them to find me a place so I can get cash, and the Nigerian is the one who was telling me that they had an ATM within the hotel. I wouldn't have known that if I hadn't met him. course, I had to get souvenirs before leaving. We took a bus from Benin back to Ghana. That trip was hectic, so stay tuned for the story on how that trip went. Yeah, so stay tuned for the next leg, part 5 of our trip, of my West African trip.